Hey guys, Ellen Woodbridge here, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. And that went live really quickly, caught me a bit off guard. Happy school holidays to all the people in Australia. I have just shut my door and told the kids they can interrupt if the world is falling apart. No, if anything major's happening, they just may interrupt us today, but that's okay. That's the fun of going live. Hello, Miss Jo. Thank you for joining. Hey, Deborah. Today, I don't have a finished card to show you because I have taken one of our medium clear envelopes that I store my leftover bits and bobs in, and I'm making a use it up card. So I'm going to pretty quickly turn myself around, and I've grabbed out some cardstock. I've had a pre-think about things, and I will show you what was in this bag and what we have to play with, because I'm going to try to restrict myself as much as I can to the things I've got here. Hey Deb, thanks for joining. And I am early today because I've got someone popping over about the time I'd normally go live, but I still wanted to go live, and the kids have appointments this afternoon because it's the school holidays, and because we're early, you're getting my crunchy wet hair, so you're getting me in all my finery. You know, real life crafting. Hey Karen, thank you for sharing, Deb. I appreciate that. So I'm going to flip you around and you can have a look, and I can have a talk to you about what's on my desk. Now, I wish I could say it was a lovely day here, but it's sort of been drizzling and raining all morning. And we got new outdoor furniture yesterday, and I really, truly wanted, or at least the kids also wanted, to be able to go outside and hang, especially with the dog, who I do have directly next to me. So at some point she may want to escape from the room. Okay, so these are all the bits and bobs I've got. Now let me get myself live on my other device. Let me see. There we go. And I've got great orientation. We are all good to go. Okay. Just going to turn my little heater off. Bit of a cool day. Bit chilly. So in my use it up box, I have, and I do plan on using one of these gorgeous little piggy images. Let me, can I reach that stamp set? So these little piggy images I have coloured using Stampin' blends, and this is the stamp set. So you get some sentiments, and 3 of them have sentiments directly under the image, and this You Make Me So Happy has it next to the image. So these are images that I played with when we first got Stampin' blends. Sorry for the shine there. Actually, I haven't turned off my light. So let's do that. I'm all over the place today. There we go. No wonder we had shine. Right, that's a bit better. So yes, got the little piggy stamp set images. I also have this really old piece of watercolor paper that has been, I think I just whacked on a whole lot of ink, heat embossed with a retired stamp set, and then I wet it again to remove the ink so the embossed images are darker than the background. Can't think of the name of the technique, but oh, hello Miss Michelle, hello Miss Linda and Philomena. I will look back on my blog. I know it's a old technique that Jennifer Maguire did, so I'm planning on using this piece, and I was thinking, because I've held my title and got my sales goal. She believed she could, because I did believe I could, and I got the results, which I'm a bit chuffed about. So I'm thinking of using those two definitely, and maybe some of the stitched labels, like maybe, I don't think I'll use the grey granite, but I may. Got quite a number of these left over from a class. So I'm going to pop these two off to the side, because these will definitely work. And I've got some more inky pieces. I showed you these last time. And I've got this one. Now, I've showed you this one a while ago, and it's just using Whisper White re-inker swooshed on a piece of cardstock. So I've got a gold foil piece, some of our sprigs, and some die cut words. But the bits I know I'm definitely not going to use, I'm going to pop back in my envelope to use for another day, for another card. I swear my name was just spoken out there. What are they up to? There's Lego happening and computer games. I know. And would you believe I've coloured the piggies and stamped them? I've never used them on a card. So this is the first card I'm going to make. I don't think these sprigs go really with this card. And these ones are held over. It says, with friendly thoughts and best wishes today and every day. I could make a whole lot of cards with those. I need to get those used because they're great. I think I prefer the grey granite over the stitch rectangle in crumb cake. So that can go away. I don't really think the gold foil works. And I've already got sentiment, so I don't need these sentiment strips. How's that for process of elimination? And I'm rejecting these because I've already got a technique on these. Hello, Miss Julie. Hello, Emily. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Just seeing. Oh, I'm glad my card arrived to you, Deborah. That's fantastic. I know I've been contacted. I don't know why I kept these bits of Whisper White, but guess what? They're going in the bin because they're a bit small. So I have grabbed a piece of rich razzleberry, and this was already made into a card base. So oops-a-days, everything's jumping out of my cart. Okay, give this a burnish. Okay, so that, oh, that's a bit short, but that's okay, we can make that work. I just don't think the Coastal Cabana's quite going to work. So I will reject that as well, but we have 4 pieces out of the bag in my use it up box, so I'm pretty impressed. We will try to use 4 pieces, even if it's 3. Hey, Janine. Oh, Jeannie, sorry, I always do that. I humbly apologise. I also grabbed out a piece of Melon Mambo, but I think it's a bit too close in colour. I think I might want to add some white. So just see how I go. Yes, Miss Louisa is here. She wants to go out. So just let me open the door and she can leave the room. She's here with me. But you can have her. The boys always take her away from me. She was very happy on the floor with me. But anyway, okay, I'm grabbing out some circle punches while I'm standing up. to see if these work with our Piggy. Oh, I'm so sorry. I do not know. I don't know because I watch on my laptop. So this is 2 1/4 inch punch. I think I'm going to have to use my circle dies. Okay, circle punches are rejected. And let me grab my layering circle dies. Oh, oops, I just closed my laptop, which is not helpful for seeing your guys' comments. Would you believe I actually have a clean desk? Well, the fact I haven't got lots of stuff out to use with this card. Good morning, Miss Karen. Oh, you can see them now. That's fantastic. So these are the layering circle dies. Must have in your crafty stash. Is that one too big? But I may make a layer out of it. That one is just right. But I will remember that that one is the next layer. Though I don't want this too busy. So what did you do to be able to see the comments? How unusual. Okay, pop these bitty bobs off to the side here. Bring in my die cut machine. Quickly die cut this out. And I like the circle because this card so far, as I've thought about it, is very linear. Okay. Yeah. Right. Done. Dusted. Perfect. Oh, and Miss Louisa's now outside. She's patrolling the borders of our backyard, making sure everything's in order. Okay. Oh, hello, Miss Susan. I missed you there. Missed you popping in. Okay, right. Not sure about this grey granite, but look, I'm pretty excited to use a piece of vellum. And I'm thinking I might want to just mat this piece on some white. Just a little mat, just to bring all that white together. I'm thinking which way I think does putting it that way cover up. Hey, Miss Diane. So my question is, do we want, so my plan is to do that, which I like, but do I do it portrait or do I do the vellum piece landscape? Now, while you guys vote landscape or portrait, and I will just bring in this stamp set here, so please vote landscape or portrait, and I will cut some Whisker White cardstock. I'm very excited to also tell you guys that because this Stampin trimmer hasn't been available for a while, we are coming out in the near future with a new trimmer, and I have been able to pre-order that this morning. So in the wee hours of this morning, I did pre-order the trimmer, and I will have it hopefully next week. Maybe portrait, landscape, portrait. Hello, Miss Leanne. Okay, portrait. I'm thinking portrait too. I didn't think I'd like it, but I like it offset as well. Now, I just need to measure this so I know how wide it is. Of course, it's a silly little measurement too. Okay, so if I go there, that should be perfect. If I go 6.5, I'm thinking that'll be good. Let's see. Perfect, great. Now I've got to glue it, and I have to put a big block over it. Okay. Hello, Miss Donna. Thank you for gluing. Right, wet glue. Oh, move these dies down onto the floor, and I will need one of my big blocks, because this is warped even after all the years that this has been done. Hello, Miss Margine. I didn't see you pop in there. I know, this is my first card using the little piggies, and I have a very dear good friend who loves pigs. When I find pig memes, I share them with her, and I've never made her a piggy card. So I think it's time, considering I got this at On Stage years and years ago. And I really do mean that. I think it might have been 2 years and I haven't used it. So I just want the glue to get a touch tacky, and then, oh, great, good-o. And I may even use my second block for some extra weight. Okay, now I need to know, it's a bit hard when this is under here. Well, first of all, we need some wing Costella. There are wings, and the wings need winking. So always shake up your wing Costella really well to get that shimmer well incorporated. So hopefully this is the one that's working really well. No, it's not. This is my drier one that I want to fill with rubbing alcohol and see if I can save it. Well, not save it, but use the last little bits. This is my one that's flowing beautifully. I'm thinking maybe they're both running out, because I did use them on my 40th birthday invites, which actually I'm moving further with those. They're a work in progress. Now, if you can see, there is a little bit of blue on the edges of these wings, and that just defines them from the background. I find if you've got something that is white in an image on a white background, you need to define it. So for like Santa's beard, I'd add a bit of silver, but for the wings, I just want to add the translucency of a bit of blue, and I did that with Light Pool Party. And I want to say that the Piggy, I can't tell you what colour I used because I did it so long ago. I don't even know. I don't even want to say Floaty Flamingo because I think it's a bit pink. Just trying to catch those wings, but I can't. Okay, we're all about a handmade card, not a Hallmark card. So let's see here. I sort of want to offset, and because there's so much going on in the foreground, I want to keep the background simple. So I'm not going to stamp on the background at all. I'm just going to leave it exactly as it is. And plenty of glue because we are warped, and I am going to use those blocks again once I have adhered this down. So this is just a watercolor paper piece that I have colored with re-inker, and sorry, I'm just trying to get it. There's just a tiny bit, it's just the teeniest bit short. So I have coloured that with re-inkers and an aqua painter, clear heat embossed it, and then wet it and removed the ink from the watercolour paper, and it just really highlights it. So rejecting this piece, so this is going to be put in here. I love grey granite, but it just doesn't work for this card. I'm just thinking. I think I'm happy just to pop this on here. I'll just pop it on this piece of paper so you can see what I'm doing without another layer. Because there's shine in this, there's shimmer. I think if I add another layer, it might be a touch too much. Okay, done, sold. And let me grab my snail. Thank you for your help on the orientation. So I am particularly using snail because if you use wet glue on vellum buckles, and there is enough buckling on this card. Oops, I ripped the back, but it doesn't matter. I would just like this. Sorry, got interrupted by a phone call. So sorry. Okay, now we are almost here for this card. Okay, and it is that person that just rang was the person that's coming to see me, and I think they might be coming a little early, but that's okay. Okay, so more adhesive just behind the circle, and just pop that just, oh God, I did not stick that down straight at all, but guess what, it's handmade, not Hallmark. Okay, so let's see what gems I have available. Look, I'm thinking maybe some Coastal Cabana ones. Just as a little something, because we do have a touch of blue. And then, so I'm going to add, so these are the glitter enamel dots. So we have Gorgeous Grape, Melon Mambo, the green, which I'm leaning to being Granny Apple, and we have Coastal Cabana. So grab my scissors just to, because this will match the shine in the embossing. So popping one here, popping two, and no, I don't want to use a big one. I want to use a medium one. Come on. Okay. So pop one down there, and this can quite nicely tack down my corners as well. Grab a medium one. Maybe it's not tacking down my corners, but you know, it all works. So I do like clusters of a couple. I'm thinking I'll just keep the diagonal and just go here, and then I will add a medium one of the, oh actually I might add a big one of those, and I'm going to call this card done. What do you think? Thank you very much, Karen. It just a little bit of sprinkling. Oh, this piece is thoroughly stuck to my finger. Aha, there we go. So that is our card. I've used Little Piggy. I've used my Stampin' blends and everything except for the card base and the enamel dots is from my Use It Up box. So I'm very happy to finally made this card. So I will share some close-up or some photos and colours that I have used, and I will share that with you probably tomorrow. So thank you so much for joining. Not sure when I'll be back. I've got a bit of a busy week with the boys, so possibly Friday. I know, I need to use it more, and it's got a really cute cloud in it, and the cloud, I like cloud stamps. So thank you so much for joining. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will catch up with you really soon. Thanks guys, bye.